Okay, everybody, so really exciting. We have got a gold shimmer. So first of all, I'm not going to apologise for a huge smile or that I'm surrounded by pens and ink and I've got it on me because I've just been testing them and loving them. And I need to tell you a really quick story, and I promise I'll show you what these do. So first of all, Ink Lily. The Ink Lily programme, I'd like to formally thank Mel Heaton, because that lovely lady who is your tutor has inspired so many of you to pick up a pen for the first time and colour. And I promise I will post some of the testimonials, because those of you that have shared your work and have written about what you've actually achieved, it seriously gives us goosebumps, because we're so proud of not only you, but also that we were part of that programme. And Mel reads every single one of your messages, and I try and read as many of them as I can. But Ink Lily was just the start of the journey, and the journey was about colour. It was about how we could all learn to be colourists. And colouring starts with a good quality product. So the Ink Lily brand was born, and this is the second of the family. And they're gold shimmer pens. That's right, gold. And the gold's in all the colours, not just the clear, it's in all of the colours. And then the other thing that is really special, somebody said to me the other day when I was filming for these, they said, will there be any more? Of course there'll be loads more, because we can have any colour we want. Mel chose these colours especially for you. And I'm going to show you, not everything, but I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do with them. Some of the things that I think will make a difference to the way you craft. Now, these are launching next week. In fact, I do believe it's on Monday. And the reason that I'm telling you is, and I never normally do this in one of these little videos, is I don't think we've got enough stock. And the rest of the stock's on a boat. And I don't know where it is in the sea, but I know it's wet and I know it's a long way away. So if you love the pens and you love what you see, do not wait a second to get hold of these, because they are fabulous. So what we've done is, to help you choose colours to start with, we've put them in seasons. So spring, summer, autumn and winter. And I'm going to move them out the way. I'm going to show you the spring colours. They're frosty colours. They're colours that are sort of icy. So it's these. These are the frosty colours. And, you know, the thing about them is that these pens are not only blendable, and the colours also, they mix and match with each other, but they're also going to allow you to make some fantastic backgrounds. And I want to show you a couple of things I did a few minutes ago. So first of all, I did a little dot, little tiny dots. I'm going to show you these again. And then I did a little blob, and I squeezed the pen to make this happen. And then I blended two colours together. And I'm just going to show you that dot. I'm hoping it's still wet enough for it to run. There it goes. And what happens when it runs is you can see that it's laying down the mica, and the mica's already here in this one that's dried. And it lays down the mica and it gives us this lovely metallic finish. And in fact, the best way of me showing you it, laying it down, this is why I'm covered in ink, it's like this. Look at this. I've never got bored of doing this. So I've put the mica, I've put the ink on my hand, and I'm just gonna let that drip down. And I'm just gonna show you, look at that sparkle in there. Look at that. You can see it, can't you? You can see the actual sparkle in the pen. So clean that off. Not worrying about cleaning it properly, that can come later. So if it's still on there Monday, you know how I got it. Look, it's all gone there. Oh dear, I've got filming to do today. I better clean it a bit better. Okay, let's take a look at the colour blending. So we'll move these out the way and we'll look at what we can do. I'm going to pick two shades. I'm going to go into the autumn colours. Right, well, first of all, you're going to need to prime your pens. They'll come with a little, it's sort of like a lime green yellowy ring around them. That needs to come out. So you take the pen to pieces, take it out, and then you push this into the barrel, because the barrel's got the ink in. This is actually where the pen and the brush nib is. And the brush nib will start off white. It's white nylon that comes to a very fine point. And it's a fine point because we want to be able to do tiny, tiny, tiny little dots. And before you use them, you're going to shake them. And when you shake them, you can hear, look, that's all that sparkle in there. It's jumping up and down. It wants to get out. It's like, I imagine it's like lots of little jelly beans all getting excited and all wanting to jump about. And the other reason that I wanted to show you these dots, oh, actually I squeezed it then because I got a bit excited. Don't squeeze them. I want to show you this because what happens is that one might actually run a little bit. But you see those little dots I did? They're actually almost sitting in suspension. They hold their shape, and that is really, really important because it means that when we put the ink down, it stays where we want it to stay. So let's do a little bit of colouring. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to lay down some of this colour. I'm going to lay it down and I'm then going to dry it. I'm going to let you see what happens when we dry it. So you can use a heat tool, you could use a hairdryer, but as you dry it, the magic starts to happen and the mica starts to come to life. And if I just hold it here, you can now start to see that gold. So that's how quick and easy it is. Now let me show you the blendability. So we'll come over here. So one colour, lovely, lovely chestnut. And then here is another. And the colours are sophisticated, they're not raw. You know, that's because we've chosen them specially for you. And I'm going to come into there, and then I'm going to pull it back. And I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to pull it back. And then you just roll your brush if you feel you might have actually contaminated it at all. And then I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to roll it back. And now, let's heat it. Mel Heaton and I sat the other night and played with these, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning before we actually stopped because we were so excited with the results. We weren't just excited, we were squealing because we were playing with dropping them onto backgrounds and creating watercolour effects, and you're seeing how the things actually all got together. And what I'm going to do is I am going to ask one of the lovely people that's quite a way away from me in the room, I'm going to ask them to go and get me some water because I want to show you a little technique. So the lovely Lily has gone out there to fetch some water for us. So now I've got a dark shade, and I could have blended that a little bit more, which I did up here, but I'm impatient to show you everything. So let's come back here and blend and blend and blend. And you know, the other thing that is really, really important is I'm putting all this ink down, and I am not actually, I need a lighter colour. I'm not actually making the paper pill, which I think is really, really important. I went a little bit dark there, but let's show you this. I'm just going to reach this water because I'm going to show you this, what happens. Look at how the water and the paint. Look at that. Look at the effect that we've got. The effects that you can get with this are absolutely fabulous. Right, so then I'm going to do this. This is where, oh my gosh, you were going to play and have so much fun. Look at now, and I'm just going to dry it because I want you to see there's so much mica in this product that it actually has gone on both sides. I haven't lost my mica, it's actually in both sides. So here, we're doing this in real time. Look, there's my mica that you saw there. And I'm going to bring this one over. And look, it's there as well. You actually have got it on both sides. It's exciting. Okay, so let's wipe these hands down because I am getting a bit coloured. Right, I want to show you what happens when you put these pens onto here. Now, obviously, Mel's going to do some real tutorials for you, but the bit for me is that now everything we can have sparkle. I've taken here just a piece of my Charisma and look what I've done to it. I've just laid down that colour and I've added that little bit of sparkle. So my pens are going to get used to create highlights, to create sparkle, to create dimension. I want to show you what happens when you come on to something like this. So let me use the word make. So, first of all, I just need to shake my pen a little bit. So I'll give that a quick little shake. And I want you to see how, I need a stronger colour so you can see it better. Use this one. That's one of the icy colours that I was using there, so it's quite pale. Right. The reason that I want to do this is I want you to see how you can put it over the dark text. This is actually an image that is from our foiling, and it actually doesn't smudge it at all. So let's just do that, and then I'm going to heat it. And I'm going to apologise that I'm not doing anything from start to finish. But I want to just show you how many different ways, oh, it's coming, how many different ways we can use this sparkle and these pens to get these different effects. And the thing that I like the most about what I'm showing you here is that the actual sparkle isn't going to be on the black. So I'm going to lift it up and let you see this and let you see that sparkle as it comes through. It makes me go quiet. It's the only thing that's made me go quiet. Okay, guys, you're going to love them. You are absolutely going to love them. Just don't miss out. Don't miss the opportunity of getting hold of them. Play with them on different papers. Play with them on different surfaces. Use them to colour, but create sparkle. It's like magic. It's like magic in a pen, and let's put it everywhere.